Jimbo and Bagsly, Jimbo and Bagsly, Jimbo and Bagsly Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another wonderful episode of Jimbo and Bagsly. Today we're going to welcome a wonderful guest, a good long-time friend of mine, Cody Stephenson. He's here actually, and he's come from Hawaii. And he's one of my good mates. He's been barreled at least once before, and I just went out for a surf with him earlier today. I just want to tell you guys a little bit about what it was like, I was out there paddling, and, I got thrown up, right up in the wave, right smashed down, and then it sort of felt like a gorilla was like holding me underwater, and another gorilla was like just beating on my chest just like that. And
welcome to the jungle, my friend. That's all I can say.
I had a great time. It was amazing.
Unbelievable.
So anyways, we'd like to invite Cody now to come join us onto the show.
All right, Cody.
Give a round of applause.
Good times. Awesome.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Cody. Nice to see you.
So, Bagsley, would you like to ask him any questions?
Well, I suppose we ask, where are you from? You're from Hawaii.
Yes.
And I reckon you've had some pretty big surf over there. What's your probably best ever time out in the water?
Oh, best time ever in the water.
What's the best memory you could possibly remember? Could be fatal.
I'd say padang on maybe a 10-foot Hawaiian day and just getting a nice, wide, big, fat, long barrel. I believe I probably surfed maybe 6 hours that day.
Wow.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That'll just be in the memories for life.
Yes, and yeah, there's a couple other ones that I remember that make me feel real nice.
And there's so much craft out there. What type of surfboard do you use? So many different styles these days. You got stand-up, you got windsurfing.
Yeah, I got a
kiteboarding.
Jason Stephenson JS 511 Forget Me Not. It's more of a high performance board, so the rails are a little bit sharper. So when the wave's a little bit bigger and you're moving a little faster, you can dig in the edge a little.
Wow.
Get
Get right in the pit.
Get right in the pit.
It's like green room all day.
Yeah, you'll have a little more control. You'll be able to control your turns a little more.
Which is probably good for places like Pipeline.
Yeah,
So,
Pipeline. Yeah, big waves, big fast, hollow waves.
evolution of surfboards are just making tubes even more fun.
Yeah, exactly. It sits really nicely in the barrel.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Jimbo?
So, how do you find the Australian surf compared with, Hawaii?
I think Australian surf is amazing. I checked out Stratty. Stratty was incredible, and I also checked out Snapper. I've been to some other spots too, Diva, and just some of the beach break along here. It's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed by it. Compared to Hawaii, of course, I've surfed a lot of the spots where I live, so I know all the conditions that make it good, what it needs to have in order to be good, where the wind needs to be, where the swell direction needs to be, size of the swell, all those things to come together to make a recipe for wherever I think the best surf is going to be. So I can judge it a lot better. I've only been here maybe about 10 days so far, but I can say so far I'm really impressed. I've seen some of the longest barrels I've ever seen at Snapper, and I've surfed Desert Point and some other spots with some really long barrels. Although maybe Desert Point had some longer ones. Super Sucks is a really long barrel, but Snapper, some of those barrels I was seeing people were in them for. Those barrels lasted so long.
Do you class yourself as a professional surfer or a soul surfer?
No, I would say I'm closer to a soul surfer.
Would you do like videos in the future? Have you ever starred in a video?
I would think about doing videos in the future. I've started my own video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty cool because Quicksilver Pro is always at Snapper.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you probably get some feeling of what it's like with professional surfers out there.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very good.
And
I surf with some professional surfers, and it's definitely mind-blowing.
who would be your number one professional surfer you've inspired to, or best friends with, or even someone who you'd like to want to at least get to some level of?
Well, Kelly Slater inspires me obviously because of what he's doing with his fame and how much he's helping participate and helping the planet and what he's doing with that. Although as far as personality goes, for professional surfers I have met, Sebastian Zietz or Seabass is probably one of the nicer, friendlier, more like jovial, funny guys that has a good vibe in the water. his company.
Sebastian.
Zeeds, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's amazing to hear, and I think a lot of our audience will be quite fascinated by that information.
Thank you.
I think we do have a lot of people that are curious about like a surface diet.
Yes.
How does your food intake affect your ability really out in the waves?
Absolutely. Well, having enough calories and having enough glucose for your body to run strong is extremely important, of course. And for me personally, I maintain a vegan diet, and I've been maintaining a vegan diet for about 7 years, and I feel real healthy, real happy with that. As far as I feel strong, also I feel like I get all the nutrition I need and enough protein. And what I have found comparatively to when I did eat other diets before is being on a vegan diet, I feel my happiness level and my lightness level, and if I can even say, where I feel my vibe is much lighter. I feel much happier, easier altogether. And being in the water, the combination of being in the water and surfing with maintaining a vegan diet, with eating of course a lot of fruit to get that good nutrition and whatever other maybe good carbohydrates and fats you want to include in that, make me feel so incredible, because I feel like I'm eating a very high vibrational diet already, and then getting in a very high vibrational atmosphere, such as moving, barreling, hollow water around reef, and fresh air, negative ions from the exploding water. I feel probably the only reason that I would want to stay on this earth is for that experience and connection with God. I'd say those are the two things that I would say bring me happiness.
Surfing and
Yeah,
vegetarian.
surfing and being vegan, yes, and yeah, absolutely. Those two combo together to bring me a really good time.
So you ride those waves, but you also ride a transcendental wave.
That's it, absolutely.
So there's a nice combination. Do you ever offer your waves out in the water to the Lord in the heart?
You know, I don't always offer my waves. I do offer all of my food, though. All of my food is offered to my Lord in the heart. But my waves sometimes I don't always remember to offer, because I'm a little more hungry for those, I suppose.
Fair enough.
But
Get excited.
I suppose I get excited out there. I suppose it's not a bad idea, and perhaps it would bring even more joy to my surfing experience. So that's not a bad idea. Thank you.
No problem.
So we're keeping the vibrations high here, ladies and gentlemen. So we've heard a little bit about your diet. So tell us about your personal practice. Do you meditate? Do you do yoga? Do you do anything like that? Like keep something that would really help you get those waves?
Yeah, absolutely. Personally, I like to chant. I've been drumming for what's called a kirtan. Usually Thursdays and Sundays with my friends Gopal and Radha on Kauai. I've been drumming for that for about 3 or 4 years, I believe, and that's a transcendental high that matches, if not surpasses, waves. I could say pretty confidently some of the closest I've ever felt to God was chanting my heart out in those kirtans. It's a wonderful experience, and I've had some amazing, wonderful experiences being barreled in nice, big, turquoise colored waves. So I'd say I'm a good judge on what a high vibrational positive experience is.
And I'm a guy who likes to sort of combine ideas, so now I'm thinking like riding a barrel, drumming on the bongo.
Monkeys standing on top of your head.
While chanting.
While chanting.
Perfect. And eating maybe a vegan smoothie or something.
Vegan smoothie.
Yeah, perfect.
We'll have to get a photo for after the show.
So you're living in the mode of goodness.
Yes.
You're also chanting in your heart the wonderful names. Do you chant names? What do you actually
Absolutely.
chant?
Personally, I like to chant Krishna's names. That helps me basically connect with what feels like to me the divine and the supreme being, to get out of my own way and out of my own head, and just to be able to, hopefully, if God willing and Krishna willing, channel the supreme being and feel it, hopefully without ego, to say channel the Supreme Being, meaning hopefully I can completely get out of my way, that God can take over my vessel, and I can enjoy that essence and relax in that, and really surrender in that, to experience what real peace actually feels like. A peace that is even stronger, absolutely, than the peace that I feel on this earth.
Wow. Well, I would like to thank you for sharing that with us. That
I'm
nice,
speechless,
intimate,
really.
spiritual connection. And,
Sounds wonderful.
Myself and Bagsly, we're very open, to everyone's experience and what their beliefs are, and we just want to, sincerely let you know that, that's wonderful for you to impart that to us.
Thank you, mate. Yeah.
And we'd even be willing to do a little meditation after the show if you'd like to show us the ways that you'd like to do that.
Sounds great.
Give the audience a bit of a taste. We just had an MMA fighter last week who shared his meditation with us.
Oh, beautiful.
And so if you'd like to, we can go ahead and do that now if you'd like.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So what should we be doing? You guide us, because I'm not much of a meditator. I like to do yoga, but I just don't know much about meditation.
Maybe you could drum like on your legs or something.
I suppose I could. If we have a guitar, I suppose I could play a little.
Sure. Hey,
chant that we do.
just checking out the back. Hey, Bobby, you got a guitar ready for us? Cody, we didn't find a guitar, but I tell you, Hawaiians know how to use a ukulele. I tell you, whoa,
I hope I can.
unbelievable.
Right on.
I reckon it's just part of the culture.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and chant those names that I was speaking of before. It's going to go Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to chant it first, and then you're going to go ahead and follow along, and I'll sing with you the second time and we follow along, just to help you guys stay on rhythm with it and remind you guys what we're chanting exactly. Okay, sound good?
Sounds great.
Easy enough.
Could we do one more time the words so I can?
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
There you go. And I'll go ahead and chant it again right now and go ahead and see how that goes.
Hard and fast rules with this one.
Hands all right?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah. You know the best part about this this meditation and this chanting, the best part of it is it works. That's I think one of the
I felt something.
yeah, that's great.
I know Bagsly felt something.
I felt the earth move, definitely.
He's crying over there.
I've nearly
I
got
see
tears
it.
in my eyes.
I saw that.
It's like I was watering,
It's like
distinguishing the fire.
It's like you were getting barreled, man.
I felt like that. I felt like I was in one of those new 3 thrusters, getting right into the green room.
That's it.
Well, that was
Unbelievable.
quite amazing. Thank you so much for joining us, Cody. It's been a pleasure. And I know Bagsley has got quite a lot of surfing fans as well. He's quite a mean surfer, so I'm sure it was an amazing
Thanks very
pleasure
much for
him.
coming on the show, Cody.
My pleasure.
It's been a blessing in disguise for all of us today. Unbelievable.
Thanks again for joining us.
I'm
We'll speak to you
Bagsly.
next time.
That's Jimbo.